Now, with these two shots you're seeing here, there is one small tweak of a difference between these two. One is the hands are going dead straight down as they're starting the downswing. The other, the hands are going more out. What one would you say is the longer and straighter shot? It's the hands going out. So that is completely against what is the conventional advice for starting the downswing in regards to the arms. You hear all the time having the hands going down and then turning through. But then when I try to do that, I fat it, I hit it hugely left and hugely short. So then, but when I get the hands going more out, where more golfers will think, oh, that's swinging over the top. Does this swing here look over the top? But I'm going to try and get my hands to go more out in transition. So, absolutely not. And look how much further that ball went. Was there an over the top slice? Absolutely not. It drew. So, how does that work better? But why do so many people say the hand's dropping to really help your game? So that's where that, in my opinion, is a little bit of a confusion. So many people say for the hands to drop. Why do they say that? One, maybe to fix extreme over the top plays, absolutely. But other than that, it's confusing shallowing with hand path. So if you then drop the hands down when you're trying to shallow the golf club, you're going to be one, getting the club to move massively from the inside. So the more downward I go with those hands, the more the club is going to be traveling from the in to out, going through the ball. And that is not going to help you when you're going out and playing around a golf. That's going to add so much curvature, it's going to be so hard to control. Because if I got the hands going down and then rotated, look how much on the inside of the ball line the club is. That's not going to happen. Remember, how fast is a downswing? You're not just going to go down and then segment the fastest part of the swing by turning. So that's where the hands and arms are going to fire outwards, and you're going to lose control of club face closure because you're going to be losing control of your body rotation. Your body rotation will stop and stall. And one other thing, if those hands are dropping dead straight down, what's going to happen? You're going to fat it really often, which is why it doesn't go very far. Is because when the hands drop dead straight down, that is going to massively lower the swing more into the earth. So that's where quite often we would see players have more of what we would see as an early extension movement after they've dropped the hands dead straight down to get the club back out the ground again. And of course, they're not rotating, so I've got to create some power by jumping up. But that's where when the hands go outwards to start that downswing, that then causes the club to actually shallow. Because what we're going to say here, and the way I'm going to get you to do this, you're going to have those hands go out and you're going to notice that club is going to pitch down and shallow out. So you don't need the hands to drop down to be able to shallow. You can have them go out and it's going to shallow nicely. So then your body is going to be in control of that golf club. You hear all the time top tour players say they want the club to be in front of them, not behind them. Shallowing doesn't mean behind. It's the hands and arms we want in front. So if you're getting those hands and arms in front, the body can just freely turn through the shot and it's going to result in some nice, good control of club face, good power, so many of the good things. Dropping the hands and arms down does not shallow it, does not get you to turn. It will make you swing on the inside, that's for sure, but that's about the only thing you'll do. You want the hands to go out. And it results in really easy power. You don't really have to put any effort into it. So this is an 8-iron I'm hitting here. Small tweak of hands going out, and how you actually do this, it's very counterintuitive. So I'm going to tell you a drill to really help with this. So if you want that body to rotate more distance, more control. Oh, that was it. Get those hands, God, that was really good, to go more outwards. Let's do one more so you can just see the huge benefit there of those hands going out in transition. Don't drop it. Don't be fooled into thinking that. Oh, slight pull there. Again, yeah, slight pull, but I just hit an 8-iron over 170 yards. Crazy. So let's talk about how we go about doing this. So this seems very counterintuitive, how to do this move of the hands going more out. You actually don't try to do anything with the hands at all. So if you are turning down in that downswing, so starting that downswing with your left side staying nice and low as you turn the lower body and mid-torso, the hands are going to nicely start to move out. They're going to move out and down. So down and out, you might have heard of a term for hand path, which is absolutely true. So that's where if you're in tilt and you're starting your downswing, lower body, mid-torso going, but leaving the arms alone, almost ragdolling them, you're going to get the hands to go out. And if your hands are nice, light and loose, then you'll get the shallowing move start to go in there, which we know shallowing the golf club, you need to be able to turn. But if you go outwards with a tight grip pressure, that's when you get that steep over the top move. So light hands, left side of the body staying down as it starts to turn and starts to open up. I've got the great drill to do for this right here. Lovely strike. Very, very nice. So let's get a drill to do and get to all those points, and it gets you doing it naturally. So here is my drill for this. Now this drill I absolutely love for keeping people down in posture. And all you do is grab the alignment stick, put it underneath that trail arm. And then what you want to do from there is you get up to the top of the swing and your lead arm is going to touch this stick. And then as soon as we start that downswing, we're going to leave our arms nice, light and loose. Turn that body, get that pressure, get into that left side down in this fashion. But ultimately keep it simple. Just keep this stick pointing down towards the ground. That will keep that left side down. You don't need to think of the left side staying down. Just keep that left arm in contact with the stick and then turn through the shot. Left arm will detach away from the stick as you go through the ball. That's as you start to have a little bit of side bend. Hand path will drop down a little bit more. But keep that left arm in contact with that stick. Now keep that left side down. Now keep that hand path moving out. If you don't do it, left arm detaches away immediately. So when you're drilling this out, I recommend just try and get that movement. And that'll be a great way to go, because like we said, if we're keeping that stick pointing down, you're going to be in your tilt. Always got to keep that tilt lead side lower. That with rotation, where if this is staying pointing down as you're turning, you're going to get lovely rotation. It's going to make that hand path go out and down. So that's why it's such a great drill. Stick pointing down towards the ground, keep the left arm in contact with the stick. Awesome. That is the drill to go about and do it. Now, when you're out on the golf course, of course, you cannot do that. It's against the rules. So what we want to feel is something we hear a lot of top players say, and that is like they're keeping their hands and arms at the top whilst they turn. They're feeling like they're being really lazy with their arms at the top. If they're being really lazy and then just shifting and turning, that's going to make that hand path go out. If you leave those arms alone, the hands will want to go more out and down rather than dead straight down. So let's leave those arms, feel like they're kind of just like hanging out there at the top. Doesn't look it though, especially for me with a quicker rhythm of a golf swing. But you hit some very, very nice shots as a result. Leaving hands and arms up, turning, that's going to get them going out. Don't yank them down unless you want a bad time. Golf's already hard, let's not make it harder. This move here gets so many good things into your golf swing without you trying. Got to make golf easier rather than harder. Felt lovely. So, again guys, get those hands going down and out. That's all done by leaving the arms alone, funnily enough, and letting it happen. As a great drill to help you out with that. Don't try to physically get those hands going down. That's going to plummet the swing arc into the ground. That's going to dump your club path way underneath. If you get those hands going out and down, then the club's going to be on path, keeping the arc towards the earth nicely. You don't have to do a bunch of other different things. Remember, the downswing happens so fast, there's no way you can then coordinate all these different moves going into the golf ball. Let it happen naturally with doing something like this. So if you enjoyed this video, click that like button. If you've got more golf instruction, just like this, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell button too to be notified every time I put out a video.